Alright, the only problem is that it's still really loud in my ears. Let's fix that real quick. Um, just gonna turn my system volume down way low. Holy shit. Did that just, like, deaden you guys? I'm really sorry if it did. That that wasn't even like I made it louder than it should be. That's just how loud it is. This is why I'm changing the settings in my headphones right now. Alright. I'm really sorry, Merconi. I'm not sure that it's my fault. Okay. So I'm basically playing this mission with no sound. It's gonna be very difficult for me to play this with no sound. I don't really know where we're going even. It's nice to take a look at what's on the map, I suppose. Sometimes I like to go up this side of the UFO because I think fighting this one from the front's a lot nicer than fighting it cornered down here. Where's the kinetic strike module? It's in the UFOpedia, and it will be staying there for the entire campaign. That item is terrible. That item is terrible, and I hate fun, so there are no longer any reasons to build it. We're working on it, Dungsinski. We're gonna have mechs at like the end of May. It's going to be very early mechs. I don't think I've ever pulled off mechs as fast as the mechs are going to be in this campaign, assuming I don't just like squad wipe here. Ooh, did my council request for flight computers not expire yet? That's exciting. I think that was a sectoid footsteps thing, but I couldn't tell you for sure. If somebody else wants to sacrifice their ears and turn up their system volume super high, try to make out the audio cues between turns, your sacrifice would be lauded in the annals of history. Please don't do that to yourself, though. It's a shame I'm not building my mechs from this. Huh. How did those guys get there just then?
I don't envy anyone who has to go up against that thing.
Well, shit. That's pretty crap. I would describe that as a bad pull. You have a scout. This has been going pretty well for my scouts so far this campaign. Should we try it again? Get the engineer out of dodge. It's 2 floaters. It's 2 floaters. Oh my god. This is terrible. I think I just have to let her get shot. Should probably think about bringing smoke grenades on these missions in future.
I'm on the move.
I guess we could go.
Bien, commandant. Bien, commandant.
Okay. The guy's name is consistent because he's been consistently bad. So so we're keeping that up, I suppose. Let's overwatch here. Try to pull some fire. We want to hunker there. We want a hunker here probably. Lightning reflexes has not been doing so well for us today.
Missed. Requesting
Suppression is fine. Suppression is still fine. Oh, floaters. Imagine how much harder the game would become if aliens weren't allowed to suppress you anymore.
launching.
There's a sectoid who presumably moved backwards. Maybe is on Overwatch right now.
Heading there now.
It would make a lot of sense.
Run him down. Heading to that location.
I don't know where he is. Oh. Oh, we can't lean out left because it's... Okay. Good start, good start. I want suppression on the Muton.
X-ray locked down.
When we fight stuff, the spooky music goes away. Hey! Hey, we're back. Alright. Let's shoot here. Nice. 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 Pod. This way. By the way. DT dubs. Give him some bullets, Preston.
Missed
No,
target.
the floater. Yes, yes, the floater. Sometimes you have to, you know, be patient. Hold your soldier's hand.
I'm on it, Commander.
He's on Overwatch. Let's hunker.
Roger. I've got my eyes
Overwatch.
on it.
Let's go.
Okay.
He's still Overwatch, I guess.
They're falling back.
5% chance to hit.
I'm taking heavy fire over here.
We're out of motion trackers. The simplest way to do this, and maybe the least expensive one, is to just suppress the Muton again, move my assault here, and then move up and shoot him. There are problems though. The big problem is I'm walking into Fog of War.
I'm rolling.
I have absolutely no respect for this game, apparently. I think we do want to hunker.
Copy that. Selecting target. Weapon sunk
Yeah,
in
Marcus.
fast.
This is late April. Yeah, this is the research mission for the month. Hitting here would be super relevant. Make it much more likely that we manage to kill next turn. Steady here. Move up here and reload. Keep the scout just standing right here. Overwatches are fine. Except I can't suppress them off. And maybe I should run them with lightning reflexes. Let's do this. Covering fire, huh? Well then, that was frightening. Sectoid killing. How do I make Sectoid dead? Night tunes. Very noticeably still alive. This is so dangerous.
10-4.
I guess it's corporals on a large landed in April. That's not only like he hit, he also dealt the maximum possible damage when he hit.
No longer a threat.
Okay.
Roger. Tracking. Easy now, soldier.
Let's get Bonsai healed up. My scout is now
Affirmative.
just a scout. That's all we're doing. We're playing this like a stealth shinobi officer who doesn't have many officer abilities and doesn't have stealth. That's the plan. Kill this without moving forward, ideally.
No longer a threat.
Good. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just gonna suffer through this sound. Oh, it's so loud. I'll keep you guys posted on what the game sounds are telling me, though. Triple Seeker. Quadruple Seeker. Quadruple Seeker. Alright. We're back. We're back to doing things that we cannot be held legally culpable for to people's eardrums. So Seekers are not too confusing of an enemy, really. I think I'm probably going to shoot them and see if they die. I've got high hopes. High hopes.
I'm on it, Commander.
Hi, apple pie. Sky hopes. This is why we take close encounters instead of hit and run, stuff like this.
Aye, aye, Commander. He's down. Dead and gone.
Good crit. Gunner is
On
here.
the move.
Gunner goes there. I'm not super comfortable about some of the moves that I'm making. If I assume that it's not trapped, I think they're safe-ish. Because I've already seen almost all the enemies on the map, I'm pretty sure.
I'm all out.
But if this is a trapped UFO, I'm like really walking into fog of war. Oh god. Someday I'll learn that can't lean out from that tile.
Death over here.
Thanks for the host, Fox Leader 86. Alright. We need another motion tracker, or a battle scanner would work. Would it not?
Big Brother est branché.
Things are looking good. So I'm going to suppress the Seeker,
Aye, aye. Suppress it, Commander.
walk forward into close encounters range. Didn't pull a pod, because I am the greatest XCOM player
Kill confirmed.
in this mission, and preemptively turn down the game sounds for you guys. Under the naive assumption that we'll successfully kill this now. All right, back to the vibrant and enveloping sounds of whatever this is. One, two, three, four floaters. Can we suppress that guy? He's on Overwatch. Can't see him from here. Can't see him from here. We can see him from here. This is a situation where I do need line of sight mod. I'm not sure which tile we start being able to see him on. I want to shoot a rocket at these. Possibly a rocket plus a grenade. We really don't want to mess around. But if I do... What if I just grenaded first and then shredded? Or shred first and then grenade? This can scatter and miss. Shredder rocket has a far larger AoE. I'd like to save it for the outsiders. Just hit. Cool. Oh, line of sight mod wouldn't work in the only situation where I need it? Okay. Sounds like fun. Maybe there's a covering fire on the floater, perhaps? I think we actually want to shoot it. No. Go for disabling shot. Cool. See if we can get one more corpse. Perfect. I don't want the floater that's disabled to be able to run away. Looks like that's out of my hands. unfortunately. Unless I used command. There's no way that we're using command for that. Let's grab a reload. Hit this with a... Ooh, that might not die. Okay, thank you. Because it has 1 DR. I'm dealing 2 to 6, but it has 1 DR from heavy cover. And press pistol overwatch. Stand still and reload. Stand still and reload. Thank you. Floaters are the smartest. The smartest beasts in all the land. Looks like we've got some room to play with here. We can't really trust that that's dead, can we? I was like just assuming that that was a foregone conclusion, but it totally isn't. You move here. Is there a reason to suppress? Yeah, I guess so. Good shooting. Rest should have a decent chance to finish this up. Doesn't have ranger yet, so I'm going to assume the battle rifle is better than a pistol. Okay. Whoa! Oh, I never turned volume up again for you guys. Okay, good. That's 3 pods down. It's probably just 1 more pod, and then an outsider. Group of 4. Can we get a meld canister here? Huh. Might be able to get a meld canister here. I just looked at the time, though, and actually, I want to play you guys my recap of Beagle's stream last Thursday and then host them. So I don't think we're going to get through the rest of this right now. He's probably already live, right? He's not yet live. All right. So I'm actually just going to play it by window capturing YouTube. I do have the file on my computer, but it seems like too much work. I'm going to play you guys the recap of last week. I'm going to assume that Beagle actually goes live when he's meant to. And then... I'm going to host Beagle for you. I want to be watching his stream and clipping stuff so that I can make another summary of this week's show. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube yet, now is an opportune time for me to plug that. And do feel free to follow and whatever. Oh, check out my Patreon if you want to be super over-the-top supportive of me making more stuff, like especially like this summary video. And enjoy the recap. I'm gonna run and get a glass of water, and then I'll be back, be hosting Beagle and heading over there. I got over 100 likes on this video already. All right, be right back.
Hey guys, Joan Ribs here. Last Thursday saw the triumphant return of Beagle's Thursday Night XCOM, with Beagle bursting back onto the scene with his usual aplomb.
What the hell's going on here?
Beagle locked in Ironman Impossible, along with turning off the DLC missions and turning on strict screening to make his rookies all have the same stat points. He said that he's a little bit out of practice, and it should be a lot of fun to see how the series evolves.
You know, I was thinking about, like, actually warming up, preparing, practicing, etc. And I just thought that's dishonest.
Next up, it was time for Beagle to choose a starting country and bonus.
I'm just going to go straight to my old standby. We're going to go to China. Go all the way around the damn world. You'll never find a bonus as good as Xenological Remedies. 100% bonus cash from Alien Corpse and Wreck sales.
Xenological Remedies is definitely a strong starting bonus. A hurdle with it, though, is that it's on a continent with 4 countries. Because your first 2 satellite uplinks only give you access to 3 satellites, you can't get the continent bonus until later on in the game. And the continent bonus itself, reduction of Foundry project costs, is not very relevant until mid-game. If you're looking for a starting bonus which is more relevant for the early game to help you get over the hurdles at the beginning, you might want to consider starting in North America with the Special Warfare School or Cadre in Canada, or perhaps in Egypt for the free advanced repair project to get your interceptors going a little bit better early in the game. The first mission of the campaign took place on the Van Dorn Council map, with Beagle spawning at the back side of the map. From this position, it can be quite tough to get across the low ground and up the other side, but Beagle handled it masterfully, pulling a pod from across the chasm and letting it move into the low ground and be destroyed, and getting up the other side and taking care of the enemies there with liberal use of explosives.
Alright, say goodbye to that dice. I mean, seriously, say goodbye to it forever. It's gone. I don't know where the hell it went.
The wins to Beagle squaddies weren't that big a deal here. They're only out for a week, they're only squaddies anyway, and it's March, so there isn't that much stuff to do. On the other hand, using so many grenades prevented Beagle from being able to get enough sectoid corpses or weapon fragments to start research, which could come back to bite him. In April, when he should be getting laser weapons, he's going to find himself delayed by a few days, and that could mean 1 extra swarming abduction or something that he has to play without them, which could be a really tough mission.
You may want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives.
I don't.
I thought that Beagle's starting builds were pretty normal. He went for 2 motion trackers, 1 satellite, and 69 sawn-off shotguns, because that's the sex number. He also flipped 2 of his interceptors over to Stingray missiles, though, which I think is a slight mistake. You fight against 3 scouts in March, and Avalanche missiles are better against scouts in general. The only weakness of Avalanche missiles against scouts is that they are high variance, and they risk destroying the scout, but neither of these things are real considerations in March. In March, you don't have a high enough strength air force to care about minimizing variance, and there's actually a setting flipped where it's impossible to destroy a UFO. So, Avalanches should be your go-to against the scouts of March, and going into April and May, you can think about Stingrays on all of your interceptors as far as I'm concerned, because at that point, the overkills do matter, and you have to fight against stuff like fighters and eventually destroyers, and Stingrays are much better than Avalanches against those UFOs.
I don't remember how to do none of this. I'm just going to make decisions and you're all going to deal with them.
The next mission of the campaign was a heavy abduction on March 8th, which meant that we waited a full 8 days before starting research.
Okay, this is our team, I think. We got JL, 3 rooks, shotgunner, engineer, LMG laying down the suppression on the overwatching sectoids, which we'll have to move up and fight with Sour Goat. We got the 2 shotguns for the close range drones. We got grenades for the drones, AP for the drones, HE for the cover, motion trackers. I think we're looking good. Let's launch this mission.
This mission took place on Street Hurricane, a somewhat long and very narrow map known for its sparse cover and awkward lines of sight. Later on in the game, especially on terror missions, this can be a real nightmare for XCOM because of the relatively small map size and the lack of options for flanking. But at this point in the campaign, Beagle is able to slowly and deliberately maneuver up the map, letting the sectoids flank themselves and making the architecture of the map work in his favor. It ended up being a fairly easy and convincing win. The mission ended up being almost perfect, with 3 promotions and no wounds, although unfortunately there were no Mel canisters able to be recovered. Perhaps more importantly, enough corpses ended up being recovered to finally start xenobiology, and sales on the black market let Beagle start building his satellite uplink to get the satellite that he's building actually deployed at the end of the month.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
Disengaging.
1 hit. That's a start. Send in Ogre to finish it off. Now it's Ogre! We're alive right now. In engagement. I mean, please clap!
Central, this is Voodoo 3-7. We have a confirmed kill on bogey 001.
Rifle, 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 rifle. Shotgun, shotgun. It's not the best squad. Look, it's not the best loadout. Alright? I won't lie to you. It's not the optimal loadout that we could have. Alright? Look, I'll admit that freely. But it's not bad.
Beagle loaded into the store at the top, UFO at the bottom, with a freeway overpass map, whatever that's called, in the top back corner, which is a pretty good spawn position, which makes the map quite linear and gives XCOM good cover and height advantage as they proceed through the mission. The first sectoid pod was encountered by the gas tanks off in the other top corner of the map, and I thought Beagle got a little bit overly creative here. Just breaking line of sight would be fine to let the sectoids mess themselves up with their AI between turns, or if you're going to go over the canopy, why not hunker your soldiers? I don't understand why Beagle's letting the sectoids take shots at him here, even if the soldiers are in heavy cover. Regardless, it worked out fine, and it was on with the rest of the mission.
I don't want to activate the outsider yet.
I'll get him next time.
Okay.
Non è possibile.
After mowing down a sectoid pod in a fairly lengthy engagement, followed by some close-range encounters with drones, Beagle was able to kill the outsider and end the mission. One thing that I've noticed, which I find interesting about Beagle's play compared to mine, is that he plays much more slowly and more deliberately, circling the map, finding pods, and killing them slowly, whereas I would run helter-skelter into the middle of the map looking for meld at this point in the campaign. It'll be interesting to see if the extra corpses that he's getting by not using explosives pay for the meld that he's missing out on.
Huh? Fucking hell. I mean, do they know what they're voting for this time?
In Long War, a random country leaves the council in March of each campaign, and this time around it was the UK, meaning that the aliens are likely to focus on Europe. Then it was up to Beagle to take out the second UFO of the campaign with 2 Stingray interceptors, and they made it through by the skins of their teeth.
I'll never throw them away. Well done. AP, 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 AP. HE, HE. Medkit, medkit. Motion tracker, ceramic. Flashbang. LMG from the distance. Shotguns. And rifles. I think we've got a reasonable team here. We need to get those scopes going, man, but I think we got a reasonable team here.
For the last mission of the night, Beagle spawned into the open quadrant of a map that I like to call the quadrant map, the other 3 quadrants being a tree quadrant, ridge quadrant, and the UFO quadrant itself. Beagle headed up into the trees and, trying to cross the road, the most awkward terrain feature of the map, ran into a pod of sectoids, leaving him with very few options. It's very hard to get across the road because it has such little cover, and sectoids like to move backwards into fog of war, making it difficult to entice them forwards against you. After a lot of maneuvering, Beagle was able to cross the road and gain the upper hand, killing multiple other pods, as well as the sectoid pod he had initially engaged on. He had enough time to take a little bit of a breather, and then kill the outsider and headed home to base for the night.
0 men or women lost today. Pure success. We even got 1 meld canister. That's 1 more than 0. It's been a good day.
They went quite well with no failed missions and no soldier deaths. Perhaps the only things of concern were a lack of meld recovered and the hangar situation, with all 4 interceptors damaged at the end of the stream. There's 1 scout still to come this month, and if it comes soon, there could be some difficulties shooting it down. The MVP soldier of the day was definitely Sol. She picked up 1 kill on Gatecrasher, suffering a 10-day wound for it, set out the next mission, Soaring Giant, and was back in the team for Blind Serpent, the first crashed scout of the campaign, where she was promoted to scout and ran forwards, picking up 3 kills with her shotgun. She was also the mission MVP on Spectral Hero, where she was the scout able to first cross the barren road with her shotgun, generate some flanks, pick up the only recovered meld canister of the campaign, and ended up with 3 kills and a 14-day wound to show for it. Somebody else is going to have to step up next week to fill her shoes while she's recovering. There are 2 or 3 abductions and 1 more small scout left in the month, as well as 1 council mission. So that's what you can expect to see Beagle doing next week on Thursday Night XCOM at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Thursday night. Do some self-promotion at the end there. That's fine. You guys have already heard my self-promotion today. Beagle's still not live. So I'm just going to keep playing until he is, I think. He wants to be in charge of telling me when he goes live. It's sort of difficult for me to set it up so that I know somehow when it happens. Maybe I'll get a Twitch notification. Whoa! Okay. This fucking mission, man. I'm really sorry. There's only so much that I can do.
got ourselves Thin Man pod by the looks of it. Wonder if this is the last pod. We don't have a ton of great cover. This is the time that he went live last week. I don't know if he's doing something different. I feel like he would have announced it, but maybe not. Let's put a sapper grenade here. This is sort of pushing the limits of the sapper grenade, but oh, never underestimate the sapper grenade, I think is the takeaway there. Give him the shooting with the bullet express. I'm not gonna bother turning my sound up so you guys can hear this better, because it's gonna be over very shortly, it looks like. So is he waiting another hour? Oh. Well, if I've got you guys for another hour, I've got you guys for another hour. That's fine by me. I believe there's one Thin Man active off in Fog of War at the moment. I'm hearing a sectoid pod too. I forgot about that meld. How can there be a sectoid pod on the map? Maybe I've just got the numbers wrong. Anyway, Thin Man did not move to the wisest place, perhaps. But he's not dead, so joke's on me. Nope. Nope, the joke is on him. So it might be that there are... Oh, there's one more pod, that's all it is. It's not trap. It's just like 20 enemies plus a command pod. And the last one is a sectoid and something else. Hopefully more sectoids. I'm gonna dash into Fog of War. That has one turn left on it. I can just barely hear it over the whatever is happening in my ears right now. 15 meld. That justifies the dash, I think. We have a sectoid pod to hunt down slowly. And then we get to go home. Well, we have to fight the most difficult pod of the campaign. But after that, we get to go home. We have a shredder rocket for it. We'll be able to post an infantry at doors. It should be okay. What? Not 100% sure how these guys got here. Oh shit. What? Why did... I don't understand, man. I guess they walked backwards, so the combat music stopped again. I'm just gonna suppress these and pin them.
Solid copy.
Or kill them. If they want, I guess.
Headed there now.
Some low rolls were made. It's okay. We can just run and gun up and shoot him in the head with a pistol. Get.
Heading there now. Roger that. Scanning.
Very, very easy pod. Let's check experience, because we have the ability to put this kill on whoever we want, pretty much.
Heading there now.
I don't think it matters. I want one outsider kill with some Namdulist.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Should be doable. And we still have a motion tracker and a battle scanner, so it should be fairly easy to... I'm trying to talk intelligently to you guys while I'm losing about 5 years off of my life hearing expectancy.
Roger, Dodger. I'm on it.
I'm on the move.
Anyway, we just have to locate the outsiders with our battle scanner and motion tracker charge. Hit him with a shredder rocket and kill him from there. Should be pretty easy. The Beagle commentary thing. So Beagle just started Thursday Night XCOM again, and that was my summary of what happened in week 1. If you came in halfway through, it was probably difficult to work out what was going on. But yeah, I'm waiting for him to actually start playing so that I can host him. And apparently he isn't yet. Turn on the motion tracker, tons of space. Where are these guys? Are they out the side? No. And the door's open. Okay, this looks pretty easy to engage on. We'll have to work out exactly where they're standing using the battle scanner, and then work out how we're setting up a shredder rocket. He is late? Okay. Somebody just tell me when he goes live. That's clicking to something, I believe. 1, 2, 3. There are allowed to be thin men in this pod. Not this time, though. Okay. The rooftop is open. I'm pretty sure that at this point the chances of the UFO being trapped are actual 0. There's no great place to set my infantry up, unfortunately. Maybe like this style.
10-4. Let's do this.
Hauling ass.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
We're just playing with hidden potential knights. Shredder rocket doesn't quite work because of where the cover is. Hitting 3 is alright though. So, plan is to, I think, actually just put everyone in here in cover, because otherwise the Shredder rocket can hit my own soldiers, which sounds pretty bad. Stuff's going to be up in the air for like a turn, but typically it then resolves with all of the bad guys being dead. This is the first abductor of the campaign, in fact. This is their April research mission. So it's the first landed UFO of the campaign period. Beagle is live. Alright, I feel like I have to finish this mission, but then I'll host them.
Headed there now.
Heading there now.
It feels like it would be inappropriate to end the mission here, right? So if you guys want to go over there, I won't be offended, but I'm going to end this now and then I'll
On my way.
turn the stream off and host them myself.
Bien sûr, je bouge.
I think I'm starting combat next turn. This Shredder rocket is very awkward. Is there a better way to shoot it? I don't think so.
Going hot.
Oh wait,
Check your position. Rocket off course. Time to kick this sucker off.
looks like we shredded 2 and almost hit our own soldiers. Should be easy. Though, right? We go here. Oh, I'm not allowed to run and gun as well? Oh, I forgot about that. Let's shoot you.
X-ray neutralized.
That's a lot less belligerently OP. For those of us who enjoy things not being belligerently OP, I guess. Yeah, I'm probably mismanaging this, but let's go
Moving to position.
here. Crit you for 10. Come on, crit you for 10. I think he was shredded. He was shredded and I just barely failed to kill him there. That sucks. Let's go here. Here. Shoot you. command you. Just moving here would probably work. But also we could shoot there. Outsiders can get a little bit weird. I'm going to shoot here. I would describe this as uncomfortable, but let's suppress this guy. Let's go here to flank him again. Make him less likely to just stand and shoot. Good. There's no sound because this mission bugs out, and if I have the sound turned up, then you get like the ear assault when combat music turns off. But that mission's over. I'm gonna turn the game sound back on again. Thanks for bearing with me through what is a fairly unpleasant map. Another 30 days on consistent Picard. Unlucky. D-Day Temujin. And 24 days on Brass. He gets Ranger. Exciting times. Coney gets Fire in the Hole. A hit point there, that's pretty nice. And I think we go Repair. The other option is Will to Survive, I think. Are we meching Somnambulist? Probably not. We go Repair. We've done autopsies available. 58 Illyrium, 68 alloys, 19 meld even. We got 4 flight computers, 4... Sell those straight away and get a tactical corporal with 70 aim. So we have a new infantry to replace Bruss. 73 aim, 76 aim, 81 aim, and 6 hit points. It's a very strong corporal infantry right there. Okay, and that might be it for the month. But we'll find out next time, I guess. I'm gonna log off now. Throw Beagle Russia host. And I will see you guys next week. Tomorrow? No, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bugle Rush will see you guys now and also next week. And I'll be around tonight if you like really want to message me. I'm going to be watching Beagle's stream and like annotating what happens and stuff like that. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll be back tomorrow at like, I'll be back 16, 18 hours from now or so, basically. And yeah, thanks so much to the new followers. Thanks for the support, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.